Now, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival is one of the biggest celebrations of arts and culture in the world, offering young creatives a catapult into global stardom.
That's right, and it's a well-trodden path for Aussie artists hoping to make it big abroad. And choreographer Lewis Major is the latest to give it a go, thanks to some philanthropic support. Lewis, welcome to Weekend Breakfast. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You're heading to Edinburgh in August. Are you packing your bags yet, or it's still too early?
Definitely packing bags,
Yep.
selling tickets, talking to all the people that we need to talk to before we go.
Yeah.
What is it about Edinburgh that attracts you?
It is the biggest arts festival in the world, and I mean, that means it's a tough gig. Obviously, you're dealing with many people who are all trying to sell shows, all trying to get their stuff seen. But the chance to sort of put your stuff out there on a global stage is really important for, especially Australian artists.
Now, you are offering 2 UK premieres. One is Triptych, it's a triple bill. The other one is Leon. Leon, I saw a little bit of it at the Adelaide Fringe Festival, just a clip of it. I wasn't actually there. But I find it fascinating because it's a performance by a single dancer for a single audience member. It's a 10-minute encounter. What's been the feedback on that one? Because that must be quite an experience for the audience member, I can imagine.
Absolutely. We made it during COVID when we could only have sort of one person on stage at a time, and it's just grown into this really amazing experience that we've kind of kept it underwrites a whole bunch of the other shows that we tour. And yeah, it's been really affecting. People come away like quite moved, like life-changing in some ways.
Well, I guess it's that intimacy, that one-on-one intimacy.
Yeah, I mean, you start with this dialogue and you sort of speak to people and then you stand up and give them this gift of a dance that no one else will ever experience. So.
It's a long journey from a sheep farm in South Australia where you hail from to the stages, to global stages. Yeah. Has dance been sort of the ticket to your travel?
Definitely. Yeah, I always thought I'd end up on the farm, and somehow, somewhere, I made the jump to ballet and haven't really looked back, although I still go back to the farm quite regularly.
Do you?
Right,
yeah.
Right. And what was the reaction from family when you said, this is the path I'm going to take?
It was, mixed, shall we say. My mum has always been very supportive, and Dad's come round now when he realises I'm not going to be a sheep shearer for the rest of my life.
Yes. And they can see the success that you got as well. Tell us about your journey from performer to choreographer, though.
So I trained in New Zealand at the ballet school there, and in my second year I fractured my back on the stage, and was told that I probably would never be able to have a proper dance career, and I'd probably be in a wheelchair by 25. So I'd always wanted to be a maker, I'd always wanted to be a choreographer, and performing was just a way into that. So it fast-tracked that process, shall we say.
But it's amazing to have that background of performance to bring to your choreography.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, when you're directing dancers, it's obviously you need to know sort of where they stand, and that's important.
Do you find it frustrating though sometimes, because having been the dancer and now you're actually choreographing and telling them what to do and how to move, do you find it frustrating that
I'm very happy being on that side of the stage these days. Yeah, I'm definitely not a performer anymore.
Okay. Now, what's involved in actually getting you to the Edinburgh Fringe? Because you've had some support in that journey.
We've had amazing support. So just incredibly lucky. We joke amongst ourselves that we met our sort of arts fairy godmother and amazing patron and philanthropist Georgie Black, who runs House of Oz, which is a Sydney and London-based organisation, philanthropic organisation, absolute powerhouse. And they've been, for the last 3 years, underwriting a lot of Australian acts to go to Edinburgh. So she'll be underwriting 13 different shows, paying travel, accommodation, technical, PR, venue management, all the registration and whatnot. So really de-risking, the process of performing at Edinburgh Fringe.
You've done the Sydney Fringe, you've done the Adelaide Fringe, and now you're going on to the Adelaide Fringe. It's a huge step up. How do you feel? Like, this could actually be life-changing.
I think it probably will be life-changing, and I mean, we tour quite regularly overseas, internationally, but it's always sort of just by the skin of our teeth that we're getting by. But to have all of the support, to know that there's no risk for us. I mean, there's the old adage, how do you walk away with $10,000 at Edinburgh Fringe? You've got to walk in with 20,000, and you're losing money, and it's a constant struggle. But this really, we're going to be supported the entire way to go there, and hopefully this is going to be the kick that we need.
It will be.
Yep.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Edinburgh.
Yes.
Good luck in your travels.
Thank you.